Episode 7, Mark 1. There will not be a Mark 2. Because I've finally retired FRAPS and joined the 2020s. Now I'm using OBS. No BS, I'm using OBS. And this is the first video I've ever done, apart from all the tests I've conducted, figuring out how it works. And I'm hungry, so I've got some gaming snacks here. I've got a bag of radishes and a hunk of brie. Healthy snacks, yet I'm drinking a not exactly healthy beverage. Blackberry Dr. Pepper. So this is the 5th timeline. Presumably there will not be a 6th, but I'm still going to make fail-safe hard saves. Army warehouses. I'll do that. OBS has a lot more settings than FRAPS and more of a learning curve. If you set hotkeys to start and stop recording, there's no visual indicator like there is with FRAPS. That seems like it could lend itself to unfavorable situations. I just want to run past these doom dogs and not have to waste ammo on them. If I was using a shotgun, yeah, Electro, help me out. If I was playing as a pretend sniper and using a shotgun, it would be no problem. But I don't want to waste 5.45 on them. And I hate using semi-automatic pistols chambered for pissant calibers. And I don't want to waste any of my gun care stuff on my Glock. By the way, brie has the best texture at average room temperature, which is why Louis Tully was concerned with the temperature of his apartment in the original Ghostbusters, because brie was one of the cheeses he was serving as an hors d'oeuvre. I can't spell hors d'oeuvre off the top of my head. What did you use? A shotgun? AP rounds, maybe? Let's find out. EP rounds. Take all of that. And let's see if I can scrounge everything before any of it gets taken. There was a third bandit. By the way, I think I've decided upon how to really know when the hobo phase is over and done with. Where was that other guy? '86. Here we go. Don't really need these. Feels so weird not having a... Oh, it has to be a very specific house. Guess it does make sense though, since this is actually a cabin that's mostly enclosed with real walls. Feels weird not having a yellow or red number in the corner of my screen. Just let me drink something. In Oblivion Lost 2010, if you, or any version of Oblivion Lost, if you wanted to, you could drink 50 vodkas, which was kind of fun if you were into zone sportsmanship challenges, drunken snork hunting, drunken pseudo-giant battles. Well, not that the pseudo-giants are drunk, you're the one who's drunk while battling them. But if you want to give yourself an extra challenge, try that out. Look at that pylon. It contrasts with the rustic vibe of this place. Not the army warehouses, but the village part of this region. Village part as opposed to the literal army warehouses part of army warehouses. Too bad you can't take that axe. You have to buy an axe. You can't just find one. Which seems odd. Why can't you just buy one? I mean, why can't you just find one? Why do they have to be bought? Yeah, take one shell at a time. That's how you do things. While I'm here, I should see if I can pick up a mission from Skinflint, even though I have plenty on my agendoid already. But I like it when mission quest things coincide with each other. This brie is good. Brie is such a versatile cheese. You can pair it with so many things. You can use it in a dessert. It combines equally well with anything that's sweet or savory. What have you got? Is that an M4A1 RAS with fully tricked out with all the fixins? A pro pipe, a sound suppressor. Didn't see if it had a scope on it. What all was in there? 5 monolith patches. Need to remind myself to favor General Veronin when it comes to turning in patches. 57? I thought you of all, not you of all people per se, but you of all factions would offer the most for these. Outskirts. Too far north. Let's see if he's... Yeah. Sometimes you might luck out, and if you ask twice, the location will change. Well... That might not be true with Skinflint, but it is true with Barkeep. If you ask him for the same missions twice, they'll change. Like, sometimes you'll have to assassinate a bandit with a certain name in one location. Or if you ask him again, it'll be a different bandit with a different name in a different location. So it's worth it to ask at least twice. I am going back to Limansk. How many duty patches do I have? Those patches do have weight, so if you fill your pockets with patches, it can become cumbersome over time. Now I should maybe leave some mutant meat here. I forget what kinds Skinflint likes most, but maybe I'll figure that out later. It's a lot to memorize. For now, I'll just leave those faction patches there. Eventually, I want to start helping Freedom defend the barrier. So I'll probably stash... This will be once I've been in the zone for a couple of weeks, probably. By that point, I'll be wearing a battle suit, and I'll have good weapons. I'll be using something other than a crink as a primary. 78, that's getting low. But I'm getting tired of using it. The Glock. And I'm getting tired of having to waste my solvents and such on maintaining it. I'm more tired of the Glock than I am of the Crink. But of course, being on survivalist progression difficulty, everything is expensive. I could break this down right now, but don't really need to. That's the only reason I didn't really need to take any of those jackets, but eventually I will start using crafting materials for repairs. But I still need to find a set of basic tools. Earlier I started talking about how to truly define when the hobo phase is finally over and done with. And I would say it's once you have anything better than your basic bitch starter jacket, anything better than your basic bitch backpack, anything better than your basic bitch respirator, one primary weapon and one backup weapon in functional condition, and your primary has to be able to contend with the types of enemies that you're facing. Like, if it can do its job in Le Mans, that's good enough. And at least this kind of knife. Oh, and upgrade from flashlight to headlamp. Whatever you have here. At least an echo detector. Even if you don't have it on you, you need at least some kind of detector because you're a stalker. Even if you're not hunting for artifacts on a regular basis, at least having one, even if it's in a stash at whatever you consider to be home base or any outpost that you can use as a base camp, that's good enough. And then on top of all of that, a set of basic tools. Either kept for yourself or turned into a technician of your choice. And once all of that is accounted for, then you can truly say goodbye to the hobo phase. Now, will I remember, when I finally go back to Le Mans, will I remember to take that backpack with me? did I do that interdiction for?
Спокойно. Чем могу помочь, сталкер?
Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can pull this off. Oh, I did it. Sometimes I'm able to do that and sometimes not. Up and over pile.
Какие новости? Иди своей дорогой, сталкер.
Not bad, not bad. I do have one of those, but it's not fixed up yet. And I'm not sure if I'm going to bother. Not sure if I'm going to bother because it's just another semi-automatic pistol chambered for a pissant caliber. Not a pissant caliber when it's fired out of anything full auto.
Какие новости, сталкер?
I will buy one med kit, and I'm still over 30,000. If I wasn't over 30,000, I probably wouldn't have bought a med kit. 16 bandit patches. That one guy who was asking for 9 of them wandered off into the Great Swamp. Well, you only want 6 monolith ones. I have 5. Overloading myself with tasks when I should be getting them done. Yeah, it's gotten to the point that there's a scroll bar on there now, so that's enough stuff to do. Now I need to start doing it. Wait, where's that? That's garbage.
Время дорого. Рассказывай.
That guy's been on the move. The guy I'm going to turn that mission into. And if I recall, I think I did 2 missions for him. Clear sky guy wearing an exoskeleton, if I recall. Oh, I meant to sell these things. To Colonel Petrenko. But I forgot because I've already overloaded my mind brain with mundanity. What faction are you? You sounded like a bandit. You're wearing an exoskeleton. What's that? That exoskeleton looked like it had a lot of green on it. Almost looked like a freedom one. Oh, those guys look like freedomers. You don't usually see them in Rostock. I wonder if these freedomers are trying to get retribution for that incursion that happened in the army warehouses. Bandit in an exoskeleton. Go loud. I'd better get something interesting out of this. Like an M4A1 custom or an LR 300 ML custom. Something that will make the expenditure of ammo worthwhile. That's what you killed me with? Ah! Corner cutter, how appropriate. Opposite of a glass cannon, all defense, no offense. Well, I say no offense. He was able to destroy me to death easily enough. With a scorpion. Well, maybe 9mm isn't such a pissant caliber after all. But then I did say earlier that if you're firing full auto, it's not a pissant. Very few calibers are pissant calibers if you're firing full auto. Calling it right now. The moment I spawn onto the garbage map, the guy I'm trying to meet to turn in the 1 or 2 missions that I did for him is going to end up getting killed to death before I ever have a chance to reach him. Hey, that didn't happen. And clear sky. It's a clear sky kind of day. What was that? Ah, never mind. Another cell. Mixed nuts. Grouse and brick. So that was 2 different guys.
Здорово, чё?
They must be like buddy cops because they must have been right next to each other in the Great Swamp. .345. I could buy more vodka, but I have plenty. Of course, I left that package back in Rostock that I have to take to Corda. I could possibly have remembered to bring it back here, since this would be on the way to Cork. I'll buy 1 bottle of vodka. Middle mouse button. I don't have one of those. Trackballs rule. Trackball gamers represent. I use my num keys, my keyboard number keys, to issue orders. But I don't comment, and of course the clear sky is gone and it's overcast and boring and dull. Those merry men aren't going to be merry for much longer. I'll collect the spoils. Beretta 92 Inox, or Enox, however that's pronounced. Let's see if this guy's offering another mission. No. I said I needed to get stuff done. Not going to Corden, I'm going to Yantar. Such a slog. Still haven't found a single set of basic tools, so I'm still stuck in the hobo phase.
Степанов подкатывался. Видим, тот контужен. Если бы, кстати, не он, похоронили бы всех. А ведь даже выброса не было.
S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Контейнер с артефактами. Сейчас у Тихоныча.
I don't feel like breaking all this stuff down right now.
Что это обломок аномалий. Чего-то типа инкапсулирования, какое-то торсионное поле. Плотнее урана где-то в 2 раза, говорят. Плюс какая-то пульсация артефакта на уровне псифона. Свойства, естественно, непонятны. Тихоныч молчит, как партизан. Пульсация, мать ее. Да. S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
I don't commonly use dot sights or reflex sights. I'm perfectly fine with iron sights. Stash one of these. 2 plus 1 in the slot. So I have a couple of grenades handy, but not so many that I lack carry space for doing the loot goblin thing. Excellent.
Время дорого. Рассказывай.
Sell you one of these. This. 3480 for a cell. Let's see what Professor Sakharov offers. I'm tempted to buy an axe. Not going to. It's a temptation. I will buy a 40 mil.
Как жизнь?
Building up a collection of 40 mils.
Слышали? Упомянул она.
Чего расскажешь хорошего?
These both might be the same person, which means I'll get paid twice for doing the same job. I had a feeling it would be a good idea to take that job from Skinflint, or Lukash rather. Oh, this looks like Darkscape. This is probably the bandit that I was going to eliminate in the Dark Valley, and he felt the need to wander into Darkscape. So that's going to be longer and drawn out than anticipated. I'll just take all my artifact science biz back to Yantar. Oh. Well, it's a good thing that's happening now. What was that all about? Up and over pile, it's not much of an obstacle. I bet if I did that lead the guy there mission, the pay would be like not even 9,000. It's under 9,000! Go, not worth the time or the effort. Alright, to Yantar we go. Two cells, two active artifacts, sparkler and a pin. And an entire case worth of vodka. Cases worth of vodka. And I already have 250 rounds of 5.45 FMG plus 30 loaded. So I'm going to be, and this is still the early game. By early game standards, I'm going to be
Какие новости, сталкер?
early game rich with rifle ammo. And if I was playing the game normally, I'd be using a proper AK-74 with a GP25 mounted on it. And my secondary would be either a Saiga 12, since I did find one of those in Lemansk. Scrounged off a monolith goon who I had slain. Or if I wanted to maintain more carry weight for scrounging, scavenging, then I'd be using a TOZ-34 as a sawed-off TOZ-34 for backup. If I was playing as a pretend assaulter, then I'd likely pair an AK-74 or AKS-74 up with a Type 63. Would have a GP25 on the AK and a PU scope on the Type 63. You wasted a grenade. Movies get HE frag grenades wrong. Probably because they're actually pyrotechnic devices. Real HE frag grenades don't produce an exuberant explosion and or flame to go with it, because they deal damage by way of shrapnel and or shot pellets, like an omnidirectional shotgun shell, and they only need to produce enough of an explosion to facilitate that. Grody, go nuts. That'll do it. I'm gonna get myself more 5.45 anyway, so. Bulldog. How fitting that someone called Bulldog would use a shotgun. Let's see if this GP5 gas mask is good enough to withstand. It is. Oh, what do we got over here? Lurker. Will you have an eye or will... No, bloodsucker. Snork. That should do. If I can get my mitts on just one set of basic tools. I might fix up an LR300 and give it that grenade launcher upgrade. It really needs its reliability upgrades. What kind is this? Another set of advanced tools. Might as well just leave that there. I'll reclaim it on my way back. I've never had the Hobo phase be quite so drawn out as it has been on this character, just because of having not found basic tools. Just my first set of basic tools. Let's see if I can... Do I have enough stamina to do this? Yes. In the yellow, but I am wearing a camelback. Even with a camelback, it's such a slog. Granted, it is only one camelback and it's the standard issue, basic model. So now I have 3 sets of advanced tools, 1 set of expert tools, and still haven't found a single set of basic tools. that message from Freedom earlier. Ukrainians do tend to prefer Western gear, from what I understand. Now, should I give in to the temptation to ask for more work, even though I have more than enough on the agendoid? And the skybox is still being boring. Overcast. Stuck in the doldrums. Doldrums. Dull drums. Dull. D-A-H-L. As in the weapon manufacturer from the Borderlands mythos.
Здравствуйте, молодой человек.
Yeah. That's... What is that? Twice what Colonel Petrenko was offering? 214 for Yadulin. I never used these. I could buy this and still have 40,000. I could, but I'm not gonna. Army warehouses, wild territory. I could try that tracking device recovery thing again. With the 027R pills. Oh. Let's see how much 545 I can...
Чего тебе?
I can score from Spirit. Don't bother trading for spare barrels. They don't have much resale value. $387. Not bad, not bad. I'll stash some of this. 90 rounds worth, and I'll reclaim it on my way out. Getting a touch of Tarkovsky vision. Sepia tone. Tarkovsky really liked sepia tone. That's why I call it that. Now, I'm going to try. I'm going to take the 027R pill. I'm going to jump in here. Maybe I'll harvest the snork. I need to get back in there, grab the tracking device, jump over the wall, and hightail it out in that general direction. So here goes nothing. Skipped over the snort, forget that. Since I forget how long these 027R pills last. Jump, jump, please jump. Just jump over it, please, please, please. It's not that hard, just jump. Nope. Not worth the effort. Every time I go back there, it seems like there's some bitchy little pissant that has to get in my way and make me not able to get through there fast enough. I think I would be able to get through there fast enough, having used only one 027R pill. Last time it was Psydogs, but probably just one Psydog. This time it's a bunch of Snorks. Every time there has to be some obstacle thrown in my way on top of the obstacles that are already there. I'd much rather just cancel that mission and take the other one. Let's see if I can do that. Missed that before.
Приветствую на нашей научной...
Yeah, it doesn't give me the option to cancel either of those missions.
Так.
214.74. Pays me 7,000 for one of these and then sells it for 26679.
Заходите еще.
Everyone's a crook in the zone. Everyone except me. Anton Gangrene. That's quite the name. I think I might have mentioned that before. Oh. Nope. Outskirts, too far north. I know I've probably mentioned this before, but I wish that armor was something the player could actually use. A scientific exosuit or battlesuit. The scientific exoskeleton is one of the best exoskeletons. But if you ask me, every faction should have both an exosuit and an exoskeleton. Instead, it's every faction except the ecologists. Not every faction needs to have a Nosarog, but every faction needs to have... Every faction has an exoskeleton. Ergo, every faction should also have an exosuit and or battlesuit. Well, not and or. Exosuit and battlesuit are the same thing, but you get what I mean. I'm only moderately hungry and thirsty, and yet my stamina seems to be depleting rapidly when I sprint, even though I have 19.9 kilograms worth of free space in my inventory. I got all my 545. What does that mean? Proving your worth to them. Does that just mean you have a high goodwill score? Clear sky looks pretty again. And now that I have this, I don't necessarily have to go this way, but too many bad things happen down there too many times. So, this is the routine for now. Once I'm wearing either a battle suit or an exploration suit. Do I have enough stamina? Watch me run out of stamina at the very end and then get roasted. Maybe not. Come on, Camelback. Do your job more better. I see the marker on my mini-map. I wanted to take care of that first. What if I get a set of basic tools along with whatever else is in there? Wouldn't that be something? Hey look, it's the black smoke from Lost. Not dealing with that. You can kill it just by shooting it. It's most susceptible to buckshot, if I recall. Don't bother using explosives on it. What's my... kind of like to save my mixed nuts. Now, which faction's medic should I turn this into? My own faction's medic? Wait, do ecologists have a medic? Professor Sakharov is a doctor. Yeah, but not a medical doctor, right? How many doctorates does he have? Danila Cabbage. Wonderful name. I hear action going on in there. Maybe I should check it out. Duty. Maybe Duty is fighting mercs. Well, you're a loner. I bet you were just fighting a monster, right? Fellow side guys, a flesh pig, and a boar, a side guy and a loner. It was worth checking out. You know that wacky Nintendo music that I always use as Flesh Pig music in my Flesh Pig videos? That tune is called Wild Fields. And it's from a Nintendo game called Crystalis. Not Chrysalis, Crystalis. A lot of games from the 80s and 90s had really good soundtracks. It was obligatory for TV shows in the 80s to have kick-ass intros. Awesome theme song or theme music. Now that my weight's in the white and I'm neither hungry nor thirsty and I'm wearing a camelback, my stamina is way better. Now what should I do after I turn in this mission? Part of me wants to go do that Lemansk stuff. What if he's asking for a sparkler or a pin?
Приветствую на нашей научной базе.
finished.
Кстати, слышали? Говорят, что все, что происходит в зоне, имеет неземное происхождение. Типа эксперимент инопланетян над людьми.
Всего наилучшего.
Разрабатывают планы.
I know. Taking on too many jobs. Your hatchet.
Если что, к командиру, с ним беседуй.
So, who are you?
Сказать.
Oh,
Здорово, дружище.
I only saw the exoskeletal frame from a distance. I never used these exoskeleton prototypes. Postman. Kind of an underrated movie. The Postman, I should say. Dr. Gangrene from the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes cartoon. Exosuit with exoskeletal frames separated into its components. Splice them together, and you have an exoskeleton. Splice them together with the people inside, and you have an amalgamate. Oh, you just know Professor Sakharov makes amalgamates on the side, like a side gig. Trying to create humanoid organisms that can survive in the zone. Survive in the zone, but still think like a human. Imagine a duty trooper who's a cyborg. Looks like a normal exosuited duty trooper wearing a battle suit. No need for an exoskeletal frame because all of his limbs are bionic. So basically, Darth Vader or RoboCop. Take your pick. RoboCop with a Darth Vader color scheme. He'd be able to sprint with unlimited stamina, would have increased strength and dexterity, and his armor would shield him from radiation. His mask apparatus would protect him from chemicals. See, what's this one? Calibre components. Yeah, I know, UK spelling of caliber. There's a weak spot. See the dot turn red? Right in the upper middle portion of the black smoke. and that's where you shoot it. And if you're using 12 gauge buckshot, it won't take way too many shots. Otherwise, use a rifle caliber, 7.62 by 39 bare minimum, and something full auto. Which is also true for mutants in general. If you're looking to hunt mutants with something other than a shotgun, 7.62 by 39 or bigger, and full auto. The budget choice would be the Type 63. I have a hard time remembering whether or not I stashed anything in there, because in Shadow of Chernobyl and Oblivion Lost, I would always, not always, but always stash stuff in there. It irritates me when people say always instead of always, or forward instead of forward. And yes, I get it, that can be regional, sure, but try not to do it. In my neck of the woods, the regional affectation, the linguistic affectation in my neck of the woods that irritates me is when people say I seen. I always forget that this is here. The only reason I know that this is here is from watching Blonde Fire. Two stashes right next to each other. I've already checked that one over there. At least I think I have. Yeah. Oh, I've got a bag of walnuts here too. All these snacks that are flavorful but also nutritious. Well, I guess I'll do this. Oh, let's see what my Goodwill scores are. Not doing too well with the Mercs. Minus 22. So maybe I should do them a favor and turn this in to their faction's medic.
Какие новости, сталкер?
I don't want to become enemies with the mercs because they do offer good jobs. Maybe not quite as good as duty. Fresh belted 762R. 762 by 54R.
Спокойно. Чем могу помочь, сталкер?
$214.74. So it wouldn't have mattered who I sold these to. And I need at least one more med kit. And I'm still up above 50,000.
Какие новости, сталкер?
Sell you all of that. It's worth it. It's worth it to buy the better axe. And this one is better than this one. Doesn't wear down as quickly, go fast when you use it for butchering mutants. Did I find one of those controller brain tissue?
Здорово.
I seem to recall finding one of those somewhere, but not on a controller. And I stashed it somewhere other than here. Might be a memory from a
Спокойно. Чем могу помочь, сталкер?
Still have memories from deleted timelines.
Ты рассказывай, с чем пришел.
This one's the cheaper gun, but this one's in better condition, so If it doesn't cost too much to fix either of these, I might just pay to get one of them fixed. Especially if I'm planning on going to Romance. See what they weigh. This one's quite a bit lighter, but this one's quite a bit better.
А, привет!
Did I have anything in my inventory to sell you? Not at the moment. 23776. Not bad. 26445. You win. I can finally retire the Glock. Proper HK slap. So my first submachine gun is one of the best you can get.
Время дорого. Рассказывай. Спокойно. Чем? Чего расскажешь хорошего?
I think SMGs can be cleaned using handgun repair kits, cleaned or repaired, as long as they're in, what is it, 50% condition?
Хаюшки!
Yes. And I'm still just over 20,000. 76. Of course, being American, that makes me think 1776. But technically speaking, the U.S. attained nationhood on January 14th, 1784, with the conclusion of the Paris Accords.
Время дорого. Рассказывай.
All right. I'm going to earn quite a bit of dosh from getting all of this stuff done anyway, so spending that money was worth it. Now, what to do, what to do. Should I go to Cordon or Limansk? It's late in the day, too late to do Limansk stuff, so I'm thinking Cordon. Unless the person I'm supposed to deliver it to is... Nope, they're there. I could just fast travel, but I'm trying not to. I have enough repair items, enough food and beverages. A much better weapon. To finally replace my Glock. But since I have such a sufficient amount of 5.45 ammo, I'll more likely be using my quirk. Come on, Camelback. I'll probably hit the sack in Cordon. Otherwise, maybe garbage. Well, this is looking more like a proper Recon Scout loadout. And yes, I rescinded that rule that I only speculated upon, that I wasn't going to let myself use weapons that had integral accessories. I'm only maintaining that if it's scopes or dot sights, reflex sights, etc. And I'm thinking I'll probably permit myself the use of any and all Recon Scout style weapons, regardless of what kind of stock they have or what configuration they're in. So as long as the barrel length is shorter than 16 inches and there's no integral scope or integral dot sight. Or reflex sight. Ah, there's a cat. More than one. Will they lose interest in me? I don't think they will. But I hope they do. killer dogs too. Go ahead, tell down. Don't feel like dealing with it. Why is it that this armor can withstand snork attacks, but not cat or dog attacks? That's a lot of cats and dogs, and I really don't want to waste the ammo. Brother, hey, you should have gone to Lemansk instead. Yeah. Zombiesmoids. Cats again. And of course, I can't even see them. Can I get a bandage off of one of them to make up for the one that I'm having to waste because of a doggone cat? Doggone cat. Let's see how much that scratched up my armor. Armor that can stand up to a snork or lurker ends up getting easily damaged by a cat or dog. Oh, this is such a slog. Here. Anomaly's helping me out again. Or zombiesmoids. Should I use the ammo? Could have useful items. Too much ammo. And I still have to stab it twice. Oh, I hate knives so much. Okay, that was worth it. I could sell that. Still above 280 spare rounds. Now watch me run into a gang of cats. Jellicle cats. Just a set of basic tools. Fake footlocker. Now,
Здоров.
another one of those. Let's see if I can get to the farm. Without enduring too much of a hassle. Yep, campfire. Campfire in the rain. I still don't think I've gone to the rookie village even once yet on this character. I thought for sure my next weapon would end up being a Kipperus. Instead, it was the much Guccier MP5 SD6, which uses ammo that doesn't cost all that much more. And it's more effective, more accurate, more controllable. Weighs a bit more, but that's fine. Not much more.
Привет, брат.
Barely worth the time and effort. Oh, someone else in Limansk, yeah.
Просил старшова.
What if they're all the same person? I wasn't really paying attention to that. Reverse bounty hunt. It looks like they might actually be all the same person. So that should be the next thing I do, for sure. Getting paid thrice for one job. Question is, will I be able to get my money from all three of those zoners before any one of them ends up dying to death? Early to rise and early to bed make a man healthy but socially dead. Well, head back and hit the sack in garbage or Rasta. Could turn my headlamp on, but I'm trying to reserve battery power, and it's not pitch black yet. Come on, Camelback. I know I'm hungry and thirsty, but my hunger and thirst are in the white. Well, that doesn't matter. As long as those icons are there, your stamina is going to deplete faster. Significantly faster. I might be able to switch to that bear detector now instead of having to stick that Geiger counter in that slot. But I still don't feel like I have enough payload limit to justify looking around those lead-lined containers, even if only one of them. Are there flesh pigs? I heard flesh pigs. Earlier, I mean. Yep. Normally, I never run from fleshy flesh pigs. I want your eyes, pig! But I don't want to use too much more of my ammo. Part of me also doesn't want to hurt the fleshy flesh pigs. I hear what I think is a controller. The way they laugh in your head. That's going to piss me off. If I have to deal with one of those. Yep, cats, of course there would be cats again. Well, why wouldn't there be? I didn't eliminate them. Can I get back to this camp? Is there anyone over here who can deal with this? Go ahead, chow down. Don't feel like dealing with it. Couldn't even pull off my... Oh, I did. I guess that was my last act of defiance, and it didn't have any effect. Right. Oh, this is such a slog. Drop those off there. Diurnal? Don't you mean nocturnal? $2,200 exactly. Oh, can I get through here? Yeah. Can I get to the checkpoint, which isn't necessarily always a duty checkpoint, without getting harassed by cats? And or dogs. If I am where I think I am, fleshy piggies always hang out around here in Shadow of Chernobyl. At least the headlamp doesn't drain battery power too fast. Oh, I just noticed that there's a clock above the mini-map. How did I not notice that before? That sounded like a sound effect from Ravenholm. come on. I got all the stuff out of this footlocker, if I recall, yes. I'm inside one of those mini twister majigs. How many other games can you think of, off the top of your head, that have that level of detail? Leaves blowing in the wind. Not just leaves blowing in the wind, but sometimes you get one of those, I think some call them dust devils. I think they need a better name than that. Well, I have half a mind to go hit the sack at Freedom HQ. Since I really want to take out this one target and get paid thrice. And I don't want any of my employers to get wasted beforehand.
Subgun, чем могу помочь, Сталкер?
Army warehouses is on the way to Murmansk. So I need this and this. Might as well take all of this. Just to be thorough. Oh, and this.
Время дорого, рассказывай.
Once again with the stamina. This is breaking me. I wonder if I'm going to get harassed by tedious dogoids again. rather it be snorks. And not just because my armor can withstand snork attacks better than dog attacks, but just because snorks are less boring. This nighttime sky looks more interesting. Even though it's a starless sky, at least there's moonlight that lights up the clouds. It's such a relief not having to switch back and forth between Geiger counter and flashlight, not having to constantly maintain a mental note, remind myself. In the evening, equip your flashlight. In the morning, equip your Geiger counter. Is that the kind of light pattern a headlamp would actually produce? I'd like to investigate that action, but I'm not gonna. Now, I'll go ahead and put this on. And stash this here, or maybe not, maybe I'll do, oh! Of course I would forget that. The medicine thing that I was intending to turn into the Merc's medic. Well, that's just another trip I'll have to make on my way to Limansk, which of course means that dragging myself here to Freedom HQ was a waste of time. I could have just gone to sleep in Rostock and still would have forgotten. And by the time I remembered, I would still have to go back to Rostock to get the thing before coming here on my way to Limansk. Not big surprise. all these mental notes I have to keep.
Эй, сталкер, чем
Why
пожаловал?
don't you write it down?
Ну ничего. Так, значит, присел.
What would the angry video game nerds say about that?
Спокойно упал на грудь, как будто там нет никакой аномалии.
Having to write stuff down for a video game?
Ну, я вас спотел.
I'm hungry. My health is actually going down. Couldn't possibly be that starving. Thirst is still in the yellow, but watch this. Can't take 2 swigs in a row.
Ну рассказывай, я весь внимание.
Just need one of these. And I've still got more than 20,000. Still in the white. I'll stash this 40 mil here. I have an ampule to sell.
Эй,
And I'll call it right here. Save over HH. That'll be my fail-safe hard save for episode 8. And then one after that. November 1st, and I didn't really talk much about Halloween. Yesterday in game time was Halloween. And then a hard save. Hard save is taking care of fail-safe, etc. All that stuff. And now a quick save. Good. Yes, I'm still... Even though I'm using OBS instead of FRAPS, I'm still neurotic to the bone. So I'm still going to be making fail-safe hard saves. Anyway, till next time, catch you on the flip side.